If you want to skip buddy time and go right to the horror game itself, go to the timestamp right here. Hey friends, I'm happy to see you. It's time for another disturbing visual novel. And today we're playing one called Three Misses Confectionery. And it's about a bakery that's evil. Before we get started with the game itself though, of course, let's have buddy time. And for today's buddy time, I had a bad day today, and I just kind of want to talk to you guys about it. I'm not going to get into all the nitty-gritty details, but basically I had a super bad experience with insurance. It was anxiety-inducing, it involved hours on the phone, and I finished the whole charade with almost no answers. I felt wired, I felt defeated, I felt exasperated, and as I left my office and looked down the carpeted hall, I see Pumpkin there, my cat, and she just runs at me and paws at me to have me pick her up, and I just hold her there on my shoulder as she purrs. Now, for those of you that don't know, Pumpkin was born without back feet, and one of her back legs is only half the normal size. So her run is more of like a little wiggle. I call it her wiggle worm. It's almost like she knew that I wasn't okay in that moment. And when that happened, I did feel better. It was for a short amount of time, but I felt better. I focused in on that moment, I was present, and I kind of sat there and thought about what all of that means. In my opinion, the way to make a bad day better is focus on the small things. Focus on those small moments of joy, maybe those day-to-day things that normally we ignore. And maybe instead of just letting them pass on by, be more present in that moment. As I get older, one of my biggest goals in life is to simply enjoy the small things more. Capture those little moments, don't let them pass so easily. I really believe that's almost the secret to happiness, especially later in life. So if you're having a bad day too, maybe catch those small moments a little more. I love you all, and I hope you're safe. Welcome to the Three Misses Confectionery. Okay, here it is, Three Misses Confectionery. As I walk back home after a long day, I'm surprised by a rain that clearly won't stop anytime soon. I stop in front of a cozy confectionery, and with no other options, I find myself forced to go inside for shelter. What could go wrong? The rain thickens quickly, and I don't think twice before entering, even though I feel a bit out of place in a spot I would rarely visit. I look around, and fascinated by the treats and cakes displayed in the showcase, I approach the counter with some shyness. Wow, I've never seen so many delicious sweets gathered like this. Looks like I'll have to stay here for a while. This rain doesn't seem willing to cooperate. I spot a small bell on the reception desk, approach it and ring. Hopefully someone comes to assist me. I run my hand through my hair, still a bit uncomfortable, but curious to know the place better. I hope someone shows up soon. I don't want to disturb anyone, but this... You almost got me. Oh, what a wonderful visit. I'm surprised by a blue-haired girl who appears suddenly. Her face lights up with a radiant smile as soon as she sees me. Welcome to the Three Misses Confectionery. I'm Chef Azul, the owner of this humble but delicious cake and dessert shop. It is an honor to welcome you here in my establishment. Thank you. I just wanted to wait for the rain to pass and... Oh, you seem a bit shy, my dear. Do not fear, here you're in a safe place surrounded by all my sweetest creations. Also, I got a pretty good soundtrack. She winks playfully. So, what can I do for you today? Perhaps a blueberry pie or maybe an irresistible... Is that a moose? A mousey? A moose? I don't know. Big Gaming doesn't know all the fancy phrases for desserts and high-end food. He knows a steak, some potatoes, give me some broccoli or some spinach with it. Or, if you prefer, I can prepare something special just for you. She laughs softly. Actually, forgive my lack of manners. What is your name again? Big Gaming. That's me. Nice to meet you, Big Gaming. Oh, wait a second. Azul turns quickly toward the kitchen door and her smile transforms into a serious expression. Tasha, phrase, come here immediately. Her voice sounds firm and authoritative, very different from the soft and affectionate tone from before. Are these like other employees? Soon, two other young women appear, one with green hair and the other with pinkish hair, both wearing confectionery uniforms. We have a new customer in the shop. Pay close attention and be polite. Let's show our best service to Big Gaming. What an unexpected and welcome visit. I am Chef Tasha, one of the confectioners of this charming house. The green-haired girl introduced herself with a radiant smile and a sweet voice. How lucky you showed up, dear. We were so desperate for new customers. It's true. Unfortunately, the Three Misses Confectionery hasn't been receiving many customers lately. Hazel sighs dramatically. Her countenance changes to an expression of sadness and worry. It is a pity, as we have so many delights prepared with so much affection and dedication. But perhaps your visit is the beginning of a new era of prosperity for us. Okay, listen. I'm not coming in here buying a ton of sweets, okay? I came in here to get away from the rain, or the storm, or something. I can't remember. But I'm in here to get out of some situation. Maybe I'll have, like, a free sample or maybe something small, but I'm not here to reignite the business. Just don't want to get anyone's, hopes out of control. Yes, surely you will fall in love with our creations and return many, many times. Okay, we're jumping to conclusions. I see. She claps her hands excitedly. Just thinking about it makes my heart so joyful. So, my dear, what do you say? Wouldn't you like to taste some of our specialties? Did Phrase introduce herself at all, or she just gonna keep staring at me with that mask on? Yes, we guarantee it will be an unforgettable experience. Oh, here she is. She can talk. So she's got kind of like a mysterious look. So I almost imagine she has like a soft but kind of like odd voice. Like, wait, I haven't introduced myself yet. Bonjour, monsieur. I am Chef Phrase. It is a pleasure to meet you. Before I can even open my mouth, the girl with the mysterious mask introduces herself. Welcome to our humble confectionery. I hope you find something to your liking. I give a shy and friendly smile, alternating my gaze between the three chefs. After everyone introduces themselves, I finally see room to speak. It seems they really are desperate for new customers, which makes me a bit awkward but also curious. Well, it's a pleasure to meet you all. So, I just came to shelter from the rain, but now that I'm here, I can't help but be impressed by so much beauty. I mean, with the beauty of this place, of course. Oh, I run my hands through my hair once more, still a bit out of place. You have a wide variety of sweets and cakes. It really is a shame that you don't have many customers. All this work and dedication deserve to be shared. Is there any particular reason for this? The customers don't seem to appreciate our work. They cannot understand the complexity and the unique flavor of our creations. Maybe they simply have a very simple palate. But you seem to be someone with a more refined taste, aren't you, mon chéri? Her voice sounds almost like a whisper. Maybe you can help us too. Improve our methods. I cast a confused look at Chef Phrase, trying to understand what she's suggesting. Improve your methods? I'm not sure what you mean by that. I just came to shelter from the rain, I'm no confectionery expert or anything like that. But if there's anything I can do to help, I'm happy to try. Damn, what am I saying? Maybe I can offer some suggestions if you want? Big Gaming. Don't take what Phrase says so seriously. She knows very well that the customer is always right. And if some don't appreciate our sweets, it's because perhaps we aren't giving 100% of ourselves in every creation yet. But on the other hand, you had a great idea. If we need to improve our methods, why not hear an outside opinion? She smiles warmly, clearly excited. Yes, a free tasting is exactly what we need to attract new customers and show how special our sweets are. It's a little bit of a tongue twister there. Tasha's face lights up. Excellent idea, Azul. I fully support it. That is exactly what I was trying to say. What do you think, my dear? You taste our delights for free and in exchange give us your valuable opinion. The three of them look at me with expectation and enthusiasm, making it impossible to refuse anything. Also, who am I to turn down free food? Sure. How could I say no to this offer? I'll be happy to help. Perfect. I knew you would be willing to help us. I'm sure you will love everything we prepare with such affection. Azul turns to the other chefs, her countenance now more serious. Girls, let's arrange a selection of best cakes and desserts for our guests to try. Yes, chef. I am so excited to share my creations with our visitor. Very well, Azul. I will arrange a selection of our best sweets. I won't be long, mon chéri. I don't know what that means. I'm sure you will be marveled, my dear. I watch the two hurry to the kitchen while Azul remains by my side. She doesn't seem like the type to stay silent for too long, so I probably won't have to struggle to start a conversation. Aren't they sweethearts? They are excellent kitchen colleagues. Yeah, I can imagine. But then? Are you ready to delight yourself with our exclusive creations? Well, I can't help but be curious to try everything. Who knows, I might become a new unconditional fan of your sweets. Excellent, my dear. That is the spirit. Now come here. She laughs softly, holding my hand, gently leads me to one of the confectionery tables. Come, let's sit and let my dear assistants bring a selection of our best sweets for you to try. Azul pulls out a chair for me and waits until I'm comfortably settled. As I settle in, Chef Tasha returns holding 2 trays with cake slices. I'm back. And look at this, 2 delicious flavors in hand. First, we have the delicious blueberry cake from the boss, Azul. But I'll let her introduce it herself, right? She slides the slice closer to me, her gaze lit up with sweetness. And then, the chef builds suspense, her voice becoming softer and more seductive. This is my pistachio cake, made with exotic ingredients and irresistible texture. Pistachio? Is that that's like an actual flavor for cakes and ice creams? I don't get it. I never got that. I'm not a pistachio guy. I like the pistachio, like the nut, the food. But as a flavoring for sweets, I don't know. Not convinced. She leans in slightly as she hands over her plate, her fingers playing with the lock of hair. I'm sure you will fall in love with this unique flavor. Shortly after, Chef Fraise appears, silently bringing a single slice in her hands. Voila, mon chéri. Here is my special strawberry cake with whipped cream. Fraise slides the plate to me, her fingers tapping gently on the table as if marking a secret rhythm. I hope you enjoy it, Big Gaming. Do I have to choose between the 3 cakes? Because if I have to choose, I'm going with the strawberry cake. I love strawberry flavored stuff. I love strawberries. And to be honest, I'm not a big fan of blueberry sweets. And what are we even doing with the pistache? Huh? You might as well take the pistache to the back room and toss it in the trash. Okay? Real talk. Not to be outdone, Azul approaches to present hers. But of course, I cannot let you leave without tasting my masterpiece. This is my blueberry cake, my pride and joy. She places the plate delicately in front of me. Its flavors are so intense and complex, a true symphony for your palate. So, what are you waiting for? Taste it and let yourself be conquered. What? This isn't a war. Hello? I look at the 3 slices before me, each seeming more tempting than the other. My stomach rumbles with anticipation, but I try to keep calm and composed. Well, again, not a hard pick for me. If I'm playing my first playthrough, obviously we're going to try to go for all endings, but my first playthrough, I'm going to pick what I would select in the situation. I'm going with the strawberry, please. I have for the slice of strawberry and whipped cream. I bring a forkful to my mouth, hopeful. Very sweet. The kind a child would probably love. What are you trying to say? That I don't have a mature palate? But deep down, I don't know. A metallic bitterness? Metallic? Like when you accidentally bite your lip. Like blood? So, any verdict? Fraise tilts her head with an almost disturbing interest, watching my every micro expression. What about my macro expressions? It's been a long day. It's been a long day for me. Even though there's definitely something strange about the cake, I force a smile in her direction. Wow, this one is simply divine. I swallow with some difficulty, frowning discreetly. You must have used the freshest strawberries you could find, right? But of course, mon chéri. The freshest. Wait, why is the screen a rumblin' and a bumblin'? Crap, I feel a bit nauseous. This isn't right. I am so happy to know that you appreciate my creations. Anyway, I don't want to hurt them. Not yet. I'll keep pretending everything's perfect, and who knows, maybe they'll explain what's happening later. She moves away slowly. It's difficult to tell her expression because of the bizarre mask. Okay, I can't wait for the next slice. I gotta try another one? Okay. Blueberry, because, again, I don't want the pistachio. I take a generous bite of the blueberry cake. Smells like expensive dessert. Blueberries, moist dough, frosting on point. But the taste, it's kind of bitter. Almost chemical-like. Almost like expired medicine. Expired medicine. Huh. Interesting. I smile slightly, trying to understand what exactly went wrong with this cake. Really a unique flavor, and... Oh, my dear, is something wrong? Hazel watches me with a worried look. Please tell me, is it delicious? I really hope so, because I prepared this cake with all my love and affection. This does not seem like a normal dessert bakery place. I don't want to hurt her. I take another bite, trying to mask my reaction. No, Azul, it's delicious. You scared me for a moment. I thought I might have forgotten the special ingredient. The taste is just as bad as before. Wait, special ingredient? Anyway, I'm so happy that you liked it so much, my dear. Ready to taste the next one? Okay. Listen. I almost hope there's blood and guts in this one instead of the pistache. I pick up the slice of pistachio cake with enthusiasm and take a generous forkful to my mouth, hoping the flavor is perfect. Not bad. Seems great. Light, creamy, a very distinct pistachio taste. Wait, what is this? A strange touch, kinda too salty, kinda stale. The flavor stuck in my mouth like cold grease. The more I chew, the more it seems the sweet is trying to hide something bad underneath. Okay, I think we've all collectively figured out why they don't have customers. Because they keep making poop on a plate. Yeah, it's really delicious. I force a smile despite the strong taste invading my mouth. You really are masters of this culinary art. Tasha's face lights up with a charming smile as soon as she sees me tasting her cake. Her soft and melodious voice escapes in a sound almost like a moan of satisfaction. Pardon me? You want to repeat that for the class? My dear, you make me so happy. I knew you would surrender to the charms of my pistachio cake. Yeah, keep dreaming. No, thank you. It is a true masterpiece, isn't it? I swallow with difficulty, feeling the unpleasant taste persist. But I don't want to hurt her, so I keep pretending everything's fine. Of course. I've never tasted anything like it. Oh, thank you so much, BigGaming. Being able to delight you with my creations is the greatest reward I could wish for. Tasha moves away slowly, casting me a seductive and satisfied glance. Tasha, do you need to take like a break or something? Take 5? This is not a professional demeanor. Damn, what's wrong with this cake? Oh, I've tasted them all. I lean back in my chair, the horrific flavor of the 3 cakes still lingering in my mouth. What is going on? Why does every single cake seem to have something wrong with it? Is this a joke in bad taste? Literally? Or did something actually go wrong in the preparation? My dear, you're such a kind young man. Azul claps her hands excited, a bit too excited actually. I'm so happy that you appreciate our creation so much. So, do you want to try more of our delights? I got a thing I gotta be at a place, at a town near here. What? I mean, no. No need, I'm already quite satisfied with everything I tasted. My dear, but we have so many other desserts we'd like you to try. I'm sure a second tasting won't hurt you. My dear friends would be equally enthusiastic to present their best sweets. Oh no, not again. I need to get out of here before I die of food poisoning from whatever's in these cakes. Mon Dieu, Azul. I don't think it's a good idea to keep offering free food to customers. Phrase crosses her arms, her voice sounding harsher than before. Well, that's true. You're not going to make any money that way. You know very well that the confectionery is on the brink of bankruptcy. We can't afford to be so generous. Wait a moment, Phrase. Are you forgetting who the head chef is here? I assume you, right? Right? Azul positions herself confidently, staring at her colleague without hesitation. I'm the one who leads this confectionery, and it's my duty to ensure our customers' satisfaction. Listen well, ma chérie. We need to be more careful with costs. We can't waste rare ingredients on potential customers who might never return. Look, I don't really want to bother. Actually, I was already on my way out, and it's exactly why... Wait, what? And it's exactly because we're facing financial difficulties that we need to impress them even more. Azul holds Phrase's shoulders, her voice taking on a soft but insistent tone. Can't you see? Offering small free tastings is the best way to win them over. All right. Chef Phrase nods slowly, still showing some reluctance. You seem to have a good plan. Trust me, dear. I know exactly what I'm doing. She winks, her smile taking on a mischievous air. And you, Tasha? What do you think of this idea? Phrase tilts her head slightly, waiting for the other confectioner's response. Tasha smiles softly, her eyes gleaming with an almost unsettling enthusiasm. She approaches with the two with a melodious voice. I apologize. My dear, I completely agree with our sweet Azul. After all, we should do everything to enchant our customers, especially when they're so... So what? Tasha casts a furtive glance in my direction. So adorable. Girls, you're so kind wanting to offer me more sweets, but I think I'm satisfied for now. I scratch my head, laughing awkwardly. It's just that, well, I still have some flavors in my mouth, you know? I don't know if my stomach could handle another round of so much sweetness. What are they doing? Trying to poison me? I need to get out of here. But thank you so much for the invitation. Maybe next time, huh? I start to get up, hoping they'll understand and let me go. Oh. Did you just hit me? Suddenly, Chef Azul pushes me back into the chair. Come on, my dear. Don't be so modest. Look at that face. You okay? Everyone's calm? We're all fine? I'm sure there's still room for one more delicious tasting. Her expression turns slightly threatening despite the sweet smile. It would be a huge disappointment if you didn't appreciate all the effort. You don't want to make me sad, do you, my dear? As Chef Azul insists, I feel a warm breath brush against my neck. Tasha approaches silently from behind. Hello? She leans close to my ear, her voice soft and enveloping. My dear, how could you refuse so many delights? She lightly presses her body against my back. Do y'all have an HR? Her tone growing more persuasive. You don't want to make me sad, do you? I'd be so disappointed. Tasha purrs, her voice laden with sensuality. Just taste it. Just one more time. I so want to see your face light up with pleasure. You don't want to disappoint us, do you? I smile nervously, feeling cornered by the chef's insistence. I look from one to the other, realizing there's no easy way out of this situation. All right, girls. You win. I'll taste it one more time. Maybe the bad taste was only in the cakes? Who knows, maybe the other sweets are normal. I just hope this really is the last tasting. It's already getting late and I need to leave. But why does something tell me it won't be that easy? That's right, Big Gaming. You accepted. I knew you wouldn't disappoint us. Azul turns to Tasha and Phrase, her smile widening. My dears, let's finish up quickly and bring out special sweets we've been working on. She hurries away, gesturing for the others to follow her. Come on, come on. We can't keep Big Gaming waiting. I don't want to eat more poop food. The three disappear through the kitchen door. And please, no more pistachio. For the love of God. I shift uncomfortably on the seat, a bit uneasy with the sudden solitude. All of this is really strange. Do these girls really know what they're doing? I briefly recall the horrible taste of the cakes I tried earlier and wrinkle my nose. I don't get it. How can they be so sweet and yet taste so awful at the same time? I sigh, letting my gaze wander over the display case full of cakes. Maybe I should have insisted on not tasting anything else. Whatever, they're preparing now. I hope this time it's not as bad as the others. I turn my gaze to the display window facing the street. The rain seems to have let up. Maybe I should just leave while I still have the chance? After all, who knows what they're up to in there? But on the other hand, they seem so determined to make me try one more time. And if I refuse again, what happens? I don't know, I'm torn. Oh, do I get to choose? You know what? I'm gonna leave. I'm just gonna leave. They're gonna kill me. I'm gone. What I would actually do in this situation, leave. That's what I would really do. A shiver runs down my spine as I think about what's coming next. I glance back at the kitchen door. My instincts scream at me to get out of here while I still can. I quickly stand up from the chair and head toward the exit. I touch the doorknob, casting one glance at the reception area, ready to bolt out of there as fast as possible. I don't want to find out what they have in mind. I pull the door. It's locked. No, this can't be happening. I yank the door harder, but it stays locked. My heart races, a chill running down my spine. I look around, feeling cornered. Damn it, it's locked. When did they lock this? I knew something was wrong. How am I going to get out of here now? I start pacing. That mood shift. Everything is so much more sinister and mysterious now. I start pacing the room, searching for any other exit. I spot a door that seems to lead to the back of the confectionery. Maybe I can find a way out through the back. But what if the chefs find me? My gaze then fixes on a smaller door that looks like it leads to a pantry of something similar. Or maybe the key's in there. I can't stay trapped in here. I have to try. Pantry. Alright, I'll try the pantry. It might be my only chance to get out of here. I move quickly toward the small door, my heart pounding. Please let it be open. I open the door and find a staircase leading down to a lower level. Okay, here we go. I start descending the steps cautiously. When I reach the bottom, my eyes take a few seconds to adjust to the dim light. I look around and grimace at the strong smell of spoiled food. Ugh, what a horrible place. What is this room? This must be the confectionary's pantry. It looks organized, but it's falling into ruin. My stomach churns just thinking about being trapped in this filthy, stinking place. I start rummaging around looking for anything that could help me. What was that? I shudder at the strange noise coming from an old cabinet. Is someone there? I approach with cautious steps. I notice chains keeping the cabinet shut, as if something or someone was locked inside. Crap, is there a person here? What if it's some trap set by the chefs? Maybe I shouldn't touch it. Was that a noise? My God, there really is someone in there. My eyes then catch a glint of a keyring on a table. I quickly approach and grab it. But what if it's a trap? At the same time, I can't just leave and abandon someone trapped here. Ah, damn it. I'm gonna have to take the risk. I approach the cabinet and carefully start testing each key, praying one unlocks the padlock. Yes, got it. What is going on in this cake shop? Hello. My God. My eyes widen as I open the cabinet, stunned by the sight before me. A girl with orange hair is inside, gagged, her arms and legs bound. Her desperate gaze meets mine. What are you doing in there? I quickly kneel down, trying to untie the ropes binding her arms and legs. My body shakes with both fear and concern. Hang in there, I'm getting you out of here. Who did this to you? Was it the chefs? I carefully remove the gag. Easy, easy. I'm not gonna hurt you, okay? You can trust me. Crap, what's going on? Who is this girl? And why was she locked in this horrible pantry? Thank you, thank you. I thought I'd never get out of that horrible cabinet. They locked me in here. The girl speaks between sobs as she hugs me. She looks weak, her body trembling slightly. My name is Aurelia. You saved me. I don't know how to thank you. They could have done something terrible to me. My name's BigGaming. I don't know exactly what's going on here, but I'm glad I got you out of that cabinet. My voice sounds a bit shaky from the situation. Please, BigGaming, you have to help me get out of here. Those chefs do terrible things. I can't stay here. I stare at the girl for a second. So many questions flood my mind right now. Who are these chefs? Why did they lock you up here? Why do those cakes taste so awful? Yeah, we gotta figure out that. And why do they use pistachio in the cakes? Answer me that. Riddle me this. Aurelia composed herself, her expression calmer now, though her eyes still show the trauma she's been through. Well, I came here just to taste some cakes like any normal person would. But as soon as I chewed the first slice, I realized something was very wrong. The chefs seemed to be hiding something, and when I criticized the flavors, they got furious. When I tried to leave, they grabbed me and locked me down here. Oh. They're about to do that to me. I mentally thank myself for being too cowardly to be honest about the cakes. BigGaming, they plan to turn me into part of their own cakes. No way. The special ingredient they use is human flesh. Shocker. They're killing people and putting them in their recipes. A wave of nausea completely overtakes my stomach. This can't be real. Please, we have to get out of here. I can't stay here. I can't become part of those disgusting cakes. They're going to kill us. It's sick. Now I understand everything. They were probably going to do the same to me. A look of fear crosses my face. We need to get out of here as fast as possible before it's too late. She points to the keyring in my hand. The keys, I heard them say they open most of the confectionery. Except the front door, they carry that one with them to lock it in with when a new customer comes in. And the back door? Yes, if we're quick, we can escape before they find us. All right, let's just move carefully. We need to get through the reception without drawing attention. She nods. You look weak. Can you keep up? Don't worry, I still have some energy left. I couldn't have been here more than 24 hours. That's still a long time. We climb back up the stairs while my mind still tries to process everything I just heard. The thought of being turned into an ingredient for those cakes terrifies me, but I need to stay calm. Also, try not to think about the fact that you just ate human flesh. And pistachio. Think about that. Okay. Oh. This looks like a house. We enter a dark corridor that apparently leads to a back exit. Stay alert, BigGaming. This corridor looks really dark and deserted. No. You. We immediately back up as Azul bursts in front of us holding a knife. I position myself in front of Aurelia to protect her. Stay behind me, Aurelia. Let us go, please. We don't want to be part of your horrible cakes. Chef Azul gives a macabre smile. Well, where do you think you're going? You really think you can escape me? You're my special ingredients now, so why don't you stop playing around and come with me? It'll be so much sweeter if you cooperate. Her eyes narrow, the threat implicit in her words. This is monstrous. What you're doing is sick. We're getting out of here, even if it's the last thing we do. That's right. And you're outnumbered here, even if you haven't noticed. Ha ha ha. Hazel laughs evilly. You think I can't handle myself, girl? You think I don't have 2 more lackeys if I need them? Do you know how many times I've done this? It's nothing personal. It's just business. How is this business? Your desserts are awful. You're going bankrupt. And you're still killing people. You'd be fine if you didn't kill people and put them in the cakes. She grips the knife tightly, her knuckles turning white. Azul lunges forward quickly, the blade slicing through the air toward us. I'm not letting you escape. Aurelia lunges forward too, placing herself between Chef Azul and me. Aurelia! Stop, Chef Azul! I'm not letting you hurt BigGaming! She grabs the chef's arm firmly, forcing her to drop the knife, which falls to the floor with a dull thud. Enough of this! Ooh! Okay. Let us go now! She squeezes the chef's arm even harder, her eyes blazing with dangerous determination. The chef growls in fury, her eyes burning with insane rage. In a sudden burst of violence, she strikes Aurelia with a hard slap, sending her crashing down and hitting her head on the floor. Aurelia collapses, unconscious, letting out a weak groan. No, Aurelia! Azul watches the scene with morbid satisfaction, her lips curling into an evil smile. Well, well, look who thought they could stand up to me. Now your little friend has learned her lesson. Now it's your turn to come with me nicely, or things are going to get much worse. I watch the scene in horror, my heart pounding. A wave of fear and despair overtake me. You monster! How could you do that to her? I clench my fists, my body shaking with restrained rage. You're not getting away with this, got it? Azul grabs the knife from the floor and charges at me quickly. Oh! I try to dodge, but I'm hit in the shoulder. You really think you can challenge me, my dear? I feel a searing pain in my shoulder as the blade pulls out. You lunatic! I press my hand to the wound, feeling blood seep between my fingers. Even wounded, I take a defensive stance, ready for whatever comes next. She approaches slowly, the bloodied knife gleaming in her hand. Haven't you realized that you can't escape your fate? You'll be a perfect ingredient for my cakes, my dear. Her body twists into a threatening posture. Enough talk. It's time you learned your place. No one escapes Chef... Oh. Chef who? Oh, I don't hear nothing now. Quiet now, aren't we? There's Aurelia, coming to the rescue. But... How? Azul gasps, her face twisted in pure horror. You... can't... have done... this... damn... girl. She coughs, blood staining her lips. You... will... pay... for this. Chef Azul falls to her knees, her body trembling with pain and fury. A deathly silence falls, broken only by Azul's muffled gasps for breath. Hey, are you okay? Let me see that. Aurelia approaches, examining the wound on my shoulder. That looks pretty bad. Can you walk? We need to get out of here now. You faked passing out? I can't believe you had the guts to stab her in the back like that. Well, it was actually her throat. We hurry to the door and Aurelia starts testing all the keys to find the right one. Despite the pain in my shoulder, I think I'll be okay. I give a weak smile. I don't know if I would have had the same courage as you. Thank you, really. Aurelia finally unlocks the door and we run out into the rain. No problem. You saved me too, remember? Wow. From that terrible experience, a strong friendship was born. No matter where they went from there, they knew they could count on each other. Afterward, the authorities were called and headed to Three Misses. The place was shut down, but Tasha and Fraze had already vanished without a trace. Aurelia was detained for murder, but was released after providing self-defense. BigGaming remained hospitalized for a few days due to the stab wound. The shoulder healed, but the scar remained, a permanent reminder of that day. And since then, he never wanted to eat cake again, ending 3 of 4. So we got the good ending on our first try. Let's go. Oh, look, some of the dialogue is different in the second playthrough. It's saying, I'm suddenly approached by a strangely familiar blue-haired girl. So it's recognizing that this is familiar to us. Wait, you look familiar. Yeah, we're skipping through the dialogue we've already seen, but there's something weird's going on here. Haven't we met before? What's your name again? Oh, right. Okay, so now we're doing the same thing. Okay, so this time, what if I go to the back exit without ever checking the pantry? I take a deep breath and quickly head toward the door that leads deeper into the confectionery. Please, please let it be open. It's gonna be locked. I carefully open the door, peeking through the gap. I realize it's a dimly lit hallway. Oh no, what if there are traps around here? Okay, I'll assume the door at the end is the exit. I gather my courage and step into the hallway, closing the door behind me. Oh. I wasn't doing nothing. What the hell is that? My eyes widen as I come face to face with a pale, expressionless face like a mannequin's. For a moment, I think it's come to life. No, this can't be. I step back a few paces, then realize it's Fraze in her mask. So, mon chéri, what do you think you're doing here? She speaks softly but with a threatening undertone. Shouldn't you be out there tasting my delicious sweets? Fraze lets out a short, muffled laugh. Or perhaps, you don't trust my cooking? She tilts her head slightly. That offends me, you know. I worked so hard to create these wonders. She lifts her chin, her posture growing more rigid. And you just reject them? Perhaps. Phrase takes a step forward, slowly drawing a knife. Hey, take it easy. You need a lesson. I didn't mean to offend you, I swear. It's just that, well, the previous cakes weren't exactly delicious. But look, I promise I'll taste as many cakes and sweets as you want. No need to get upset, okay? She grips the knife tightly in her delicate hands. Do you really think you can fool me with that sweetness and innocent face? You think you can just walk out of here after rejecting all my hard work? I can't allow that. I try to stay calm, forcing a nervous smile. I was looking for the bathroom, you know? My bladder's full and I really need to go. So could you please tell me where it is? I give the chef a pleading look. You really have no idea what I'm capable of. She raises the knife. I should probably consult the other chefs first. But they'll understand. After all, this was inevitable anyway. Chef Phrase advances with quick steps. I spin around and try to run back to the door I came from as fast as I can. Oh, ouch. Ow. Ooh. With quick and precise movements, she delivers slashes to my back. Each cut is delivered with a calculated cruelty, as if she's done this countless times before. Don't worry, mon chéri. You'll still be put to very good use. Am I dead? Even in my final moments, I wonder if there was some secret to uncover in that dark confectionery. Well, I mean... Oh! That is a creepy image. With one last breath, Big Gaming surrenders to the darkness, taking the mystery of the spoiled cakes with him. His curiosity, his naivety, cost him dearly. He would never discover what was really behind that horrible taste that led him to this dreadful end. Ending 2 of 4. Okay, I guess now we just stay and wait for them to come back? I sigh in resignation and decide to stay. After all, it doesn't hurt to give it one more chance, right? I watch the kitchen door, anxiously awaiting the girl's return. My fingers drum on the table, betraying a hint of nervousness. I hope I don't regret this decision. Tasha returns with a radiant smile on her face, her gaze fixed on me. My dear, forgive me for the delay. We had a little issue with the finishing touches. But we're sorting it out, don't worry. You didn't get bored waiting here all alone, did you? No, not at all. You know, just watching the people outside through the display window. She pulls up a chair and sits right next to me, way too close to be casual. Great. You know, Azul and Phrase are almost done with their special sweets. I'm sure you're gonna love them. Her gaze intensifies, her voice takes on a dangerous layer of suggestion. What? While we wait, why don't you tell me a little bit about yourself? I'd love to get to know my new friend better. Tasha leans in even closer. I shift on the seat, trying to keep some distance without seeming rude. Well, friend? I don't know, we just met, didn't we? My dear, no need to be shy. After all, we're going to spend a lot of time together. So, why don't you relax and let me take care of you, sweetheart? She slides one hand down my back, pulling me closer. Hey. Damn, what's wrong with this girl? Look, I don't know. This all seems to be moving way too fast, don't you think? Why don't we get to know each other better first? Like you suggested yourself? My little sweetie, okay. I'm filing a complaint. I can see you're interested in me. She slides her hand down my back again, her long nails lightly scratching my skin through my shirt. So, why don't you relax and let me take care of you, Big Gaming? Oh. Not when you're staring at me like that. Hello? I promise it'll be an unforgettable experience. I swallow hard, feeling a mix of attraction and discomfort at Tasha's advances. Look, Tasha, I really need to leave now. I give an awkward smile. You guys are really nice letting me in here, and I love getting to know the confectionery. I hesitate for a moment, but continue. In fact, I'll even tell my friends about this place. They're definitely going to love trying your sweets. I slowly stand up, straightening my clothes. But for now, I think it's best if I go. Thank you so much for everything. Really. It was a pleasure meeting you all. I walk toward the exit, hoping Tasha understands and doesn't stop me. I need to get away from her as soon as possible. Suddenly, I feel sharp nails digging into my arm, gripping it firmly. What are you, Wolverine? No, my dear, you're not going anywhere. I'm not done with you yet. Tasha yanks me roughly closer. I freeze as she wraps her arms around me from behind. You think you can just leave me like this? No, no, no. That's not happening. I feel her nails sinking deeper and deeper into my skin. You're mine now, got it? And if you dare leave me, I'll make sure you never leave this place again. So, my dear, Tasha purrs, her voice dripping with malice. I don't want any trouble, okay? I just want to leave peacefully, no problems. Maybe we can talk about this, huh? Without things having to get extreme? She slides her fingers up to my neck, scratching hard once more. I'm not sure if she's bluffing or not, but I don't want to risk challenging her and getting hurt. My dear, no need to be so scared. I know you feel the same way about me. Stay with me, and I promise you'll never want to leave this place again. It's so simple, sweetheart. You love me, and stay here with me. And I won't have to turn you into a cake. Tasha laughs softly, her voice both seductive and threatening at the same time. I sigh deeply, feeling completely cornered. Her hands tighten around my neck once more and start to choke me. I try to react, but she's much stronger than she looks. I think the only way to get out of this unarmed is to play along with this twisted romance. Okay, Tasha. I'll stay. I'll stay with you. Just let me breathe. And so Big Gaming ends up living with the three girls, forced to date Tasha? Hello? I got bills to pay. I can't be here. This is... That is a creepy facial expression. Also, how is she the Joker now with the mouth cuts? What is going on? Though his stomach churns every time he tastes the cakes, he knows it's a small price to pay for his own safety. After all, at least he's still alive, ending 1 of 4. Wait a minute, this time when I typed in my name, she's not letting me continue. Big Gaming. Is that really your name? The girl's sweet smile twists into an icy expression. Yes, I remember that name very well. Oh, you knew me from a previous playthrough? Hazel's hand moves swiftly, firmly grasping a sharp knife hidden behind the counter. You thought you could come back here unscathed, didn't you? I was trying to get the 4th ending. I think I found it. I step back a few paces, raising my trembling hands in surrender. My eyes desperately scan the surroundings, searching for an escape. There's nowhere to run. This time, you're not going anywhere. I didn't even get a chance to run. I never forget my ingredients. And I die instantly. With his heart pounding, Big Gaming accepts that his final moments have arrived. He closes his eyes, praying it ends quickly. Coming back here was definitely a terrible idea. Well, it looks like our character wanted to have his cake and eat it too. Friends, thank you so much for joining me on this terrifyingly twisted adventure. I love you all very much. Please be safe, and I'll see you in the next one.